What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. What we're doing today is I am a professional Universes player, and I am attempting to jump into Riftbound, the League of Legends trading card game, the TCG. Love it. What this is I have had a minimum amount of experience with Riftbound. I went to Gen Con, I did the demo, I did the little meet and greet, met some of the big wigs there, and I am wanting to go through, and I want to look at every single Riftbound card in a series of videos, and I want to talk about them and see how I like them. Do I think they look cool? Do I think they look bad? Are they useful? Are they funny? So on and so forth. And so we're going to take my Universes eye and we're going to apply it to Riftbound, knowing that I'm a Universes player. I don't really play creature-based card games. So we'll see how it goes. Order of operations here is I'm going to talk about all of the legends, which this will make sense here in a second, and the characters that get applied to the legends and the signature spells, and then we're going to go through color by color and see what's up with that. So without further ado, Lux, Lady of Luminosity. When you play a spell that costs 5 or more, draw 1 card. This is what I'm talking about. I am a Universes player. I love drawing cards. I like to draw X games. And so the fact that I've got a character that says when I play a card, draw a card is huge to me. I want to see how many cards I can churn through because I want options. Options make me feel like I have control. Control and choice are synonymous inside of card games. And so we've got the Blue Lux, which is a 6-drop blue recycle 5 might. Says when you play a spell that costs 5 or more, give me 3 might this turn. So a high costed hero, but can get pretty big pretty quick if you're down to play a spell. And we've got Lux Crown Guard. We exhaust her reaction, add 2 resource, only used to play spells. This does not count your power or the thing that you recycle back. So it's like she counts as 2 runes. You channel 2 energy. But she's a 2-drop, which is not very big. Pretty easy to interact with, or 2 might, excuse me, which is not that hard to interact with. There are plenty of things that say just like, hey, -2 damage or whatever. I'm sure we'll find. And so having Crown Guard sit at your base and like help you generate more resources to like play your 5-cost spells, I think is going to be huge. And then having the Illuminated go out and score bases, I think is going to be kind of our game plan if we're exclusively playing Lux. Let's look at a spell. We've got Final Spark. It's an 8-drop action, so you play it on your turn or inside of showdowns, which is combat for the game. Deal 8 to a unit, which is a ton. What is a ton? It is a lot. I'll pay 8 to shoot your thing for 8. If I've got a Crowned Guard on the board, I actually only have to pay 6 because Lux is gonna take care of the other 2. And then with Lady of Luminosity, I redraw a card to try and continue on. I'm a fan of Final Spark. I think this card is very neat. I like having a spell that just one-shots a thing. Easy peasy. And the fact that it can happen inside of showdowns means there's a lot of trickery that you can do of like, I move all my stuff to the base. You decide to like kill my things, and I go, actually, Final Spark, I'm going to kill your thing first. Which feels cool. Is dope. I don't know how the timing works on if we like go into the showdown and like you fight my guys for 6 and I fight your guys for 6 and I shoot your guy for 8. I don't know how the timing works on it. Of does my Final Spark happen before you fight my guys in the showdown? I'm unsure. I'm unclear about the timing. I'm sure chat will help, but we'll find out. We've got Garen, Might of Demacia? Demacia? Sure. Orange, yellow, when you conquer, so when you take guys from your base and you put them up at a battlefield, if you have 4 units at that battlefield, draw 2. Which is cool, but feels difficult to do in the games that I've had. It feels like you're going to want to have a lot of recruits. There's like a bunch of little weenie guys to go out, score your points, draw your cards, and then move on from there. But at the same time, if you have weenies and your rival, if you have weenies and your rival is contesting that battlefield and they like fight you back, they're just going to kill your weenies. And so having Garen Commander, other friendly units have +1 here, I think is going to be a big deal. Not to like do more damage, but to keep your guys alive, which I think is a big deal. And then Rugged says Assault 2, Shield 2, +2 while I'm an attacker or defender. So inside of showdowns, he's got +2. And so things like burn spells, outside of showdowns, will shoot him for 5 and kill him. But while he's attacking, he's a 7, which is really good, I think. I really like Garen just like being a 6 recycle 1 7 on attack and defense. That's neat. And then have Garen Commander just like sit at your base. Again, it really feels like they want one of these to sit at the base and then one of them to go out. That's how I felt with Lux, and now how I felt with Garen, which is neat. It's cool. His signature spell is Decisive Strike, excuse me. 5-drop, recycle 1. Action, play on your turn or in showdowns. Give friendly units +2 this turn. I figured out how we're going to keep our 4+ guys alive so we can make Might of Demacia work. I have a bunch of recruits that are a bunch of weenies, and then I push them up. This makes sense. This guy doesn't really excite me at all. I think there's cooler characters that use recruits, but I think there's probably a world where this guy feels really neat at like just like conquering a battlefield and then bringing all the guys home, and then conquering another battlefield and bringing all the guys home. Like I feel like sitting on a battlefield probably is not where it's at. Yeah. Other friendly units have +1 here. Oh, Garen Commander wants to go out? Oh, that stinks. That seems way worse, Brutal Munchkin. That seems way worse. Let's talk... Is it Darius? Darius? Who knows? Red, yellow, Hand of Darius. Hand of Noxus. Exhaust reaction, so you can do it whenever you want. Legion. Get this effect if you've played a card this turn. Okay, so it can't... It's essentially you have an extra energy if it's not the first card you play. Okay, I think that's fine. So you have a 13th energy, a 13th rune, for an extra one. Okay, that's good. And then we've got the red Darius, who is whose subname is Trefarian. That's Trefarian for sure. 5 energy, recycle red, 5 might. When you play your second card in a turn, give me 2 might this turn and ready me. Interesting. So you play this Darius, you play another thing, you ready him. He's a 7 might creature, and then you go slam it into a battlefield. I'm in. That seems cool. And then we got Darius Executioner, Legion. When you play me, ready me. Only playable if you've played another card this turn. Okay, so if he's the second card you play as a 6-drop. Seems a little worse. But it's okay. And then other friendly units have +1 here. That's the same ability that we saw with the other guy, the commander. I don't remember his name. Chat will help, I'm sure. It looks like These two people are bad people that fight each other. This is some big Garen. Yes, thank you, Nero. This is some Lord Darius versus Garen action of Garen is the good guy commander, and then this is the bad guy commander. How close am I? Because these are the same abilities. They're just the same guys. Lore accurate? I should write for League of Legends for sure. I should write for League. Noxus versus Demacia. I see. Oh, Hand of Noxus. I understand. Okay. The thing that I'm concerned about for Darius is having cards in hand. That is the thing that I'm nervous about when they draw one game. If we were able to draw more cards, I think I'd be way more down. But like asking me to have my cool abilities only work whenever I have extra cards in my hand, like it wants me to play more cards to get my cool abilities. But like if I'm just like top decking off the top, I have to sit and wait turns, which is probably not very good in my in the Riftbound card game. It's just like waiting to do a thing to get my ability. Although, I mean, it's a good ability, right? It's a good thing to do. It's like maybe it's worth the wait, but I don't know. Unimpressed is what I'll say. Unimpressed. I guess we'll have to see how much draw we have into these two symbols. We've got Noxian Guillotine. What is happening here? Is this the side of someone's head? And it's like cutting all the way through this? Because this is, unless this is like a robot or whatever, this is graphic. if this isn't a robot, this is gory. Which this looks like a solid piece. It's a robot. It's got to be a robot. It's got to be a robot. Kids, if you're watching this, it's a robot for sure. 4 energy, 1 power, action. So play on your turn of showdowns. Choose a unit. Kill it the next time it takes damage this turn. This includes any amount of damage. So I can have a 1-drop weenie come in and swing at it. I did 1 to it. We'll kill it. But Legion. So if I played a different card, kill it now instead. All right. So if I play anything, I can guillotine and just like tap a thing. That seems really good. That is really, really good. I mean, I think spot removal of this power feels really potent, and this even feels good without the Legion, which I think is a big deal. I think that I am down for this card. This feels very cool. Spot removal, not battlefield specific. Yeah. True. Mayor of Value Town. You're totally right. Of just like, I'm allowed to just like choose a unit, kill the next time it takes damage this turn, kill it now instead. Yeah, if this is a second thing, I can target things at your base. That's really good. This might be like the thing that like pushes me over of like enjoying what Darius has got going on. But again, so nervous about our hand size. So nervous. I want to play so many cards. I want to play cards. The reason we play card games is to draw cards, play cards. Up next, we've got Leona, Radiant Dawn, green, yellow. When you stun 1 or more enemy units, buff a friendly unit. If it doesn't have a buff, it gets +1 buff. What does stun mean? What does stun mean? No reminder text. We'll get through it. All right, we got Leona Zealot, 6-drop, green recycle, 6 might. A little tough. Stun equals deals no combat damage this turn. Whoa. Oh, it doesn't deal combat damage this turn. You're right. It's right here. Got me there. Let's look at Zealot first, though. If an opponent's score is 3 within the victory score, I enter ready. Huge comeback mechanic. That's really dope. Hey, I'm trying to go in. And then stunned enemy units here have -8 might to a minimum of 1. Excuse me? Excuse me? Ari wishes? And that's not dependent on me if they're beating my ass. Wait, this isn't even like a if they're it's not even like if they're 3 more than me. It's just if they're close. So I could be at 7 and you could be at 5 and I get my ability. That seems really good. Let's look at it determined. 4 drop, yellow recycle, 4 might. Shield, so while you're defending, you get +1 might. When I attack, stun an enemy unit here, period. It doesn't deal combat damage this turn. You just take one guy out of commission. Interesting. 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 I think I need to see... I think I need to see how important stun works. I need to know if stun is actually, like, it doesn't deal combat damage here, so, like, I get just, like, a free attack on you. Which is essentially, like, what Yasuo was doing, but it doesn't, like, do the 6 and then, like, an extra 6 on top. It's just, I hit you, but you don't hit me. Which means, like, when the dust settles, what happens if we're both still alive? So if Leona attacks and stuns the defender, but it has more might than her, she goes back to base, rested, and you didn't get anything done. The defender wins. Ah. But you looked good doing it, which is what matters. I will say that there is, like, an interesting idea where it doesn't deal combat damage this turn. So it's, like, there's almost, like, a world where you could, like, stun a thing, lose the fight, pull it back, and then move a different unit up to, like, go for the kill, or, like, go for the trade, right? And, like, that other unit, like, normally, like, if we were both 6 power or whatever, right? But yellow Leona is only on attack. Well, it doesn't deal combat damage this turn. And so it's stunned for the whole turn, no? What I'm saying is if I've got a 7 power dude there, right? And I determined move it up, I stun that unit so it doesn't hit me. I only get to 6 because I get the buff from Radiant Dawn. Or I get to 5. So it's not there. We fail the conquest. I go back. And I've got a 6 power dude sitting at base. And I move it. And then we trade. But you don't hit me for 7. I hit you for 7. I win. I conquered the base. It's cool edge cases. Cool edge cases. When's that going to happen? I don't know. But maybe. Maybe. All right, move on. To her signature spell, which is Zenith Blade. You should have just moved the other guy with her. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. What if I wanted her back at base? Sorry. 3 cost, 3 energy, recycle 2, action play on your turn or in showdowns, stun an enemy unit at a battlefield. You may move a friendly unit to that enemy's unit's battlefield. So this is pay 3. Your guy can't hit me, but I hit you. That seems really good. When you stun one of our enemies, buff a friendly unit. Because you also get the buff off of Radiant Dawn, which seems very strong. And you get to move a thing? I think the move a thing seems kind of crazy. The fact that you're allowed to move exhausted units is, like, very good. It's, like, very, very good. To Victor, Herald of the Arcane. Never finished that show. I saw some of it. I saw most of season 1 with my good buddy Andrew. And then and then we stopped. Blue, yellow. Pay 1. Exhaust Herald of the Arcane. Play 1 might recruit unit token. Play a weenie. Okay. And then we've got Victor Innovator. 4 energy, recycle a blue. 3 power. When you play a card on an opponent's turn, play a recruit token at your base. Okay. So the more cool spells that I can do, or actions, reactions, I get dudes. So it turns my spells into +1 weenie. And then Victor Leader, for energy, recycle a yellow. For might, when another non-recruit unit you control dies, replace it with a recruit at your base. This guy is crazy. This guy's crazy. I get just free dudes. I turn 1 rune into a thing that can score me an eighth of a point, or an eighth of the game. I just get to make a bunch of dudes. I get to make a bunch of weenies. This guy's crazy. And then when my actual guys die, they turn into more weenies. Or I play cards on their turn, I get more weenies. I'm in. I think this guy's so sick. I'm down to play a bunch of dweebs. I love dweebs in card games. I want to play as many dweebs as possible. Victor's Sausage Factory is a crazy way to put it. But yeah, he's just churning out dudes. This guy's been drinking the Victor demo experience for sure. I just know that, like, in draw 1 games, things that turn into other things are very good. Very, very good. Let's look at his signature spell. Siphon Power. 2 energy, recycle 1, reaction. So play whenever you want. When you play this reaction, Victor Innovator gives you a weenie. Choose a battlefield, period. Give friendly units there this turn +1. And enemy units there this turn -1 to a minimum of 1. So this spell is just Ari, right? but like with a bonus, with a plus side, while I'm here, while I'm attacking and defending, +1 and then -1? Question mark. And it's all friendly units. It's like not even just my weenies. So not only are my recruits now they're +2, or they're 2 might, but they're like all my regular guys also get the bonuses as well. This card seems very good. This card seems good, especially with like if I've got a bunch of dudes. I got a bunch of dudes. They all get a bunch of bonus stuff. The more dudes that I got that I can push on a battlefield, the better we're gonna feel. And the fact that it works on both offense and defense is like choice. This card seems good. It's a 2-drop. Seems very, very strong. You gotta make a bunch of dudes so that Siphon Power works. Up next, we've got Set the Boss. He's in orange, yellow. He's really hot. Holy shit, this guy's so hot. When a buffed unit you control would die, you may recycle a rune, you may pay a power, and exhaust me to spend its buff and recall it. Recall it exhausted instead. Crazy. When you conquer, ready me. Okay. Okay. That seems really good. And then we've got Set Brawler. 5 energy, orange recycle, 4 might. When I'm played and when I conquer, buff me if I don't have one. So he's a 5 for 5, essentially. Spend my buff, give me 4 this turn. Can I spend my buff, on my rival's turn? Can I do it at response speed, or do I have to do it only on my turn? I cannot do it on their turn. I can only do it on mine. Okay. Significantly more fair. But he's a 5-drop that turns into a 9-drop on my turn. But I guess when a buffed, he would die. So I have to be careful about how I spend the buff. I can make him for 9, or he's for 5, and if he dies, I bring him back home. When I'm played and when I conquer, buff me. Oh, so you could spend the buff, make him a 9, go conquer a thing, get the buff back. When he dies, he comes back? Oh, he goes to 8 because he loses the buff. Good point, Wub. He goes to 8. So he's an 8 that when he conquers, he gets the buff back. So then when he dies, the boss brings him back to the place. And then I play a thing to give him a buff, and then becomes an 8, and I conquer, and then... Oof. Spend it again and put him to 12. Oh. When I'm played and when I conquer. Interesting. But if he conquers a weak point, gets a buff, then you move him and cap a strong point as a 12 power. Oh. Oh. That does sound kind of crazy. And then you ready him with misfortune, give him ganking. Wow! Alright, let's talk about the other set. This guy's about to be... This picture is going to be my foam background. This guy is looking at me in some ways. The Kingpin. 4 energy, yellow, recycle, 5 might. Tank. It's got to be assigned combat damage first. Pretty good. I get +1 might for each buffed friendly unit at my battlefield. This guy doesn't say other. This guy doesn't say other, right? So, he does count himself because he's a friendly unit? Because the other cards that had this idea say each other friendly unit. Am I crazy? So if you buff him, it's essentially +2? Being the boss is a lot better than not being the boss. He's got a point. He's got a point. 7 with buff. Seems good. Seems good. 4 drop 7. That assigns combat damage first. Yeah, this guy seems schnutty. Showstopper. 1 drop. Recycle 1. Buff a friendly unit in your base. Then move it to a battlefield, period. If it doesn't have a buff, it gets +1 buff. Okay. So this goes from base to battlefield. So if you just, like, say you play Kingpin, and then you buff him and then move him, and you got a 7-drop. Pay 5, recycle 2, 7-drop swinging. And then if he were to die, he gets pulled back with the boss. And then the other set is, this is what you guys were talking about, where I play him, he gets the buff, I spend the buff to get +4 this turn, and then you Showstopper, give him the buff, and then move him to the battlefield. How does he get to 12? Buff a friendly unit in your base, then move it to a battlefield. And so, like, you'd have it, and then you conquer for this, and then spend the buff. This moves from base, so you can't do it in these colors, I think. Okay. He gets to spend the buff again for +4. But he doesn't because it's sorcery, right? And this thing moves the idea. So he can't be 12 until afterwards? He moved there from this. Yeah, but I thought this ability was a sorcery. I thought you could only do it after the first showdown if he wins. Well, if he wins, he gets the buff anyways, right? When I conquer, you can remove orange buff as many times as you can buff him on the turn. Depends on your hand/board. I guess I'm not seeing the exact line, but I trust. You... I don't get to talk to my friend Mitch anymore. Okay. This guy seems unfair. This guy seems unfair. We'll move on, though. All right. I believe this is our last one. We have Blast of Power. 6 energy, so tap 6 runes, and then recycle a rune. So take a rune from your energy, a yellow rune, put it on the bottom of your deck. And then action, play on your turn or in showdowns, kill a unit on a battlefield. Just shoot it dead. Bang. Are you going over the battlefields too or nah? They are on the slideshow. I don't think I'm going over them today. We will figure them out later. Recruit the Vanguard. 6 without a recycle cost. Actions played in a turn or in your showdowns. Play 4 1 recruit unit tokens. They can be played to your base or to your battlefields or to battlefields you control. Dope. Hey, I'm gonna slam up four guys. It's pretty good. Vanguard Attendant. 6 recycle a yellow. 5 might. I enter ready. So you can instantly pop in. Even the Vanguard needs a first line of defense. Love that text. Back to back. Yo, that's dope. 3 cost. Reaction, give 2 friendly units each +2 this turn. Fight together or die alone. So, man, these cards are so cool. I'm really loving them. There's something real special about like a big suited up knight with like a crazy massive tower shield. It's like feels so cool. Love like a big blue cape on his back, the pointy helmet. It's good design. Good design. Call to Glory. 3 energy. As you play this, you may spend a buff as an additional cost. I forgot this is a set symbol. As an cost, if you do ignore this card's spell cost, give a unit +3 this turn. So as a reaction, spend your buff for +3. That's very good. Very good and messes with math. Wowzers. 0 cost +3 is really good. It's really good. It's essentially a 0 cost +2 because you spend their buff. But still, 0 cost +2 is like very strong. It's very strong. Yeah. Sithra putting in more work. Yeah. Cruel Patron. It's a 4 energy 6 might. 4/6. Let's see what it does. As an additional cost to play me, kill a friendly unit. Let's hope we have a recruit. Let's hope we've got a homie. Hey, you're gonna take one for the team so I can get out of here. Cull the Weak. 2 with a recycle a yellow. Each player kills one of their units. If I've got a weenie and you've got something dope, we'll both kill one. I'll pick my 1 drop. My 1 might. You pick something crazy. Love it. What's good is having a plank if nobody ever walks it. Incredible. Daring Poro. 2/2. It's got Assault 1. Fine. Again, I'm excited for whatever the cool Poro deck looks like in the future. Faithful Manufacturer. 3 energy, 2 might. When you play me, play 1 recruit unit token here. Feels very good to do something like Cull the Weak after Faithful Manufacturer. It's like, I'll play this, and I have a dweeb to get rid of your thing. Cool. I dig it. It's essentially a 3/3 though, right? Because you got, and it's a 3/3 that, like, if they have 3, I guess if they have 2 power, they can split it different ways. Whatever. It's interesting. Forge of the Future. Why is this guy so shirtless? Excuse me? Excuse me? 2 energy. When you play this, play a recruit token at your base. Kill this. Recycle up to 4 cards from trashes. Interesting. So, this is really good against that Immortal Phoenix card. But I don't know what else it's very good against. Like, I can't remember, like, what comes back. His Rockets and Phoenix? Yeah. Like, it's good versus those, but I can't remember anything else that, like, is really playing from the trash over and over again. Not that this thing could touch. Alright. Hidden Blade, 2 and recycle 1, or you can recycle it to hide it at a base, at a battlefield that you control. Kill a unit at a battlefield period, its controller draws 2. So if you kill your own guy, I get to draw 2. If I kill their guy, my choice, they get to draw 2. Kind of feels like if I'm going to be losing guys anyways, I will be down to just draw my 2 cards. Can you use this action when they have Sorry, I'm choking. Can you use this action when they've declared where their might is going? So when they do the math and are like, this is going here, this is going here, this is going here, and their guy would be killed, or your guy would be killed, I can then action and then kill my own guy. No? Okay. I was worried. I was worried. Petty Officer. It's a 5/5 with Assault 1. Yeah, this makes sense. I love it. Like the 5/5, like the Assault 1. I'm into it. Soaring Scout. It's a 2/1 with Death Kneel, so when it dies, channel 1 Rune Exhausted. Love this. Love 2-drops that are bad at the game at doing one job that are very good at doing another. This card does mental damage. They do not want to interact with this because I get to channel an extra rune, and then I ramp a little bit. And this card scores just like every other card in the game. If you got nothing at a base, I will put a Soaring Scout right over there. If you try to take the point, I will get my rune. I'll pop off even harder on my following turn. Love it. Trifarian Glory Seeker. 2 energy, 2 might. Legion. So if it's the second card you've played, or if you play me, if you played a second card, buff me. Just a 2 for 3. It's not your first card of the turn. Okay. I think it's fine. Again, same thing with all these other Legion cards. I'm nervous about cards in hand. We got to figure out how to get some cards in hand, and then we'll probably be okay. If I use Victor and I play a weenie, does that count as playing a card for Legion? No. Okay. Because you haven't played another card this turn. You've played a unit, but you haven't played a card. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because you haven't played a card, you played a token. Tokens are cards. That makes total sense. That makes sense. That was specifically stated in the FAQ today. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. Vanguard Captain. 3 recycle 1, 3. Tokens are played, but they're not cards. Love it. Legion, when you play me, play up to 2 recruit tokens here. Get this effect if you played another card this turn. Love it. Soldiers to me. Yeah, love the aesthetic. That's just love plate mail. Plate mail's so cool. Like fantasy plate mail. Real plate mail looks wonky and weird. Fantasy plate mail looks so dope. So dope. Vanguard Sergeant. 4 energy, 4 might. There it is. There it is. Face Breaker. 2 energy, it's an elite. Does that matter? Have we seen cards that care about these besides the dragon card? Have we cared about this? There's been like 1 card that references like a thing. Unless it's later on in this string. That keyword mattered in Legends of Runeterra. Ah, I see. 2 energy on Facebreaker. You can hide it for the 1 though. Stun a friendly unit and an enemy unit at the same battlefield. They don't deal combat damage this turn. This card feels like it breaks Leona, no? Like this is the card she was looking for? Because I'm down to stun my own guy and not care. And then I stun yours and like it's nuts. I forgot what Leona does. It's actually been 4 hours. It's just defensive stun. Well, because of what we said earlier. Oh, that's right, because it's... Well, if you could use... If you don't hide it, it could be offensive. Right? If you don't hide it, it can be offensive. So if you're down to just pay 2, you get to stun your thing. But hiding it says that I keep the thing. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Imperial Decree. Dope looking picture. 5, recycle 2. Action plan your turn to showdowns. When any unit takes damage this turn, kill it. Yeah. Just send in all the suicide bombers. Just see all the planes coming in to crash. All the recruits just going in and just like ripping themselves apart. That's so cool. That's so cool. Noxian Drummer. My soldiers rage. 3/3. When I move to a battlefield, play a 1 might recruit unit token here. It's also at the battlefield. Okay. I dig it. It's dope. Yeah, it's fine. I guess, like, it's a 3/4 because you, like, play a dude, right? This card seems actually really good because it's a 3/4. It's a 3/4 that, like, it's a body, right? And then there's abilities that, like, give all your dudes extra stats. Yeah, this one actually seems really good. I like the drummer. The drummer seems good. Multiple bodies. Yeah. Peak Guardian. Whoa, this guy's really big. Look at how little this guy is. There's a little guy here. This guy's a big guy. This guy's a little guy. Whoa. 6, recycle 1, 5 might. When you play me, buff me. Then, if I'm at a battlefield, buff all other friendly units here. So if I have a place already, if I have it protected, if I'm winning, and I spent any buffs or I don't have buffs or whatever, I play the Peak Guardian, then everything gets buffed to make it really hard to take that spot. This card probably feels really, really good. Like, just like, if you toss, especially with, like, who was it, Darius? Darien? No. Not Draven. If I conquer with 4 guys, draw 2. Draw 4. Draw 2. Darius? Is Darius, right? Garen. Damn. Darius is the bad guy version of Garen, right? Am I misremembering? I think Garen might actually really like Peak Guardian. Because, like, you come in, you get all the things, and then you go, all right, I won the battle, I draw my 2, buff everybody here, we're feeling good about it. That probably feels great. Salvage. 2, recycle 1. You may kill a gear, period, draw 1. Does not say your own. So I'm allowed to kill my rival's gear to draw 1. I'm allowed to kill my rival's gear to draw my 1. Seems dope. Solori Chief. Again, very cool fantasy armor. 5, recycle 1, 4 might. When you play me, choose an enemy unit. If it is stunned, kill it. Otherwise, stun it. Very cool. Very, very cool. The sun has many rays, each tasked with driving out the darkness. Oh. What a quote. How cool. Yeah, this is dope. This is super, super sick. Yeah, I like especially with, like, the face breaker, like, offensively using this and be like, I'll pay 2. All right, I'll stun your thing. All right, I'll pay 5 and just kill it. Sorry. It died. Sorry. Spectral Matron. This looks very cool art. 4, recycle 2. Pretty high cost. 4 might. When you play me, you may play a unit costing no more than 3 and no more than recycle 1 from your trash, ignoring its cost. Interesting. No more than 3, no more than 1. I'm sure the community's already figured out like what the best thing to grab on each color for this is. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Is this worth? I guess it gives you on a 4-diff recycle 2. It gives you 7. It grabs team up. There it is. It grabs you. Oh, it doesn't because it's I guess it could if you're not maining Teemo. But it gives you 7 energy, 3 recycle, like, worth of stuff for 4-2. Teemo just doesn't have yellow. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably something really cool to grab. But I just don't know what it is. We'll look for it, though. This seems like a cool build around. Symbol of the Solari. 1 energy gear. If a combat where you are the attacker ends in a tie, recall all units instead. Send them back to base. Ties are calculated after combat damage is dealt. Very cool. It's a tie. Go home. And then you can score the base. Neat. Very neat. That's very cool. Vanguard Helm as extra gear. It's a 2-drop. When a buffed friendly unit dies, buff another friendly unit, period. If it doesn't have buff, it gets a +1 buff. That's really cool. Like sharing the supplies with other people. Just keeps your buff alive. It probably is worth it as like a one of. And like if you're doing like the cool buff thing. But like there's already so much buff happening under yellow that I am, or like the cards that want to buff, that I'm nervous that this is like everything's gonna already have a buff when something that's buffed dies. Maybe not. Maybe not. What is yellow-green? Yellow-green. Yellow-green is Leona. So Leona buffs, she's got yellow-green. If she uses the 3-drop that gives deflect to your buffed things, and the buffed thing still dies, the Vanguard will just shoot it over to another guy, and then it also has deflect. Neat. 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 Don't touch my dudes. Speaking of, Vengeance. 4 recycle 2, kill a unit, period. Just a brief moment of turmoil, then peace. That guy's dead. Albus Furos. This guy looks sick. 4/3. When you play me, spend any number of buffs, period. For each buff spent, channel 1 rune exhausted. This guy plus this guy seem a little silly, no? Hey, I'll play the Peak Guardian. I'll give all these dudes buffs. I'll spend all those buffs and get all 12 of my runes. I want them all. And it says that like you're allowed to just like recycle a bunch and then be like, all right, Albus, get them all back. And then with this, no, this is if it friendly buff dies, buff a different one. Not if you spend a buff, put it on a different thing. Just kidding. That'd be crazy. It probably doesn't work out the math because of how expensive the 6-drop is and the 4. Like in order to play these back to back, you have to do some pretty heinous recycling to make Albus worth it, and you have all the buffs to like make it happen. But it is cute. It's super cute. Commander Ledros. Speaking of heinously recycling runes. 6 who does a lot of recycling set. True. 6 recycle 4, 8 might. As you play me, you may kill any number of friendly units as an additional cost. Reduce my recycle by 1 for each this way. I have deflect. I have ganking. This card probably feels incredible to put out on the board. Feels really good. If you've got the units to spare, just being able to drop an 8 might with deflect and ganking probably feels really, really, really solid. This is a massive cost, though, of recycle 4. Tough. How do we get these cards back? But if you got a bunch of weenies, I guess just playing it is fine. Fiora Vigorous. 4/4. While I am mighty, I have deflect, ganking, and shield. So you buff this card, it becomes mighty. It has deflect, ganking, and shield, which means it has +1 while defending. So it's a 5 while attacking, a 6 while defending, it's a 4/4. It's got deflect, so it's tough to interact with it. It's got ganking, so it can move places. This one feels pretty damn good for a 4-drop. As far as 4-drops go, it's got a lot of words on it. And she doesn't cost and power to play. Oh, yeah, she doesn't cost any power to play. Yeah. So all you got to do is figure out how to give her a little bit of power. You got to buff her 1 time. Give her a bit of a buff. Grand Stratagem. 6. Recycle 3. Action. Play on your turn or in showdowns. Give friendly units 5 might this turn. You need not understand the plan, only believe in it. God damn. The lines on these cards are so sick. Actually so sick. Basically every Victor game that I see that is a blowout is due to this card being played. I'm just like, hey, I have Grand Stratagem and I can pay for it, and I got 7 dudes, and so I'm gonna go take over both of these and then get over it. Sorry, man, I won. Sorry, I won the game. I have the Grand Stratagem. Sorry. Tough. Harnessed Dragon. 8 with 2 recycle, 6 power. When you play me, kill an enemy unit, period. Seems a little overcosted for a kill spell. It is not a kill spell at a battlefield, though. But it's a kill spell that also has 6 might. So maybe it's okay. I think this card actually feels really good if you're also under orange to get your dragons cost a little less. I bet like playing these out for free probably feels really cool. I was like, take the dragon channelers and leave them in your base. And just like slam out Harness Dragon and be like, actually kill you. I've got 8 power, blah, 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 blah. Which is like, seems pretty potent. But like, you kind of like all-inning on the dragon idea. It seems neat at least. Like an 8 recycle 2 versus a 6 recycle 2, even just having 1 out. Like 6 recycle 2, kill an enemy, 6 might, like seems probably where it's at. I don't know. Karma Channeler. Without looking at anything, without reading it all, one of the coolest arts in the entire game. Holy cow. Love this entire aesthetic. So neat. 6 recycle 1, 6 power vision. When you play me, you may scry. When you recycle 1 or more cards, buff a friendly unit. So when you vision, you recycle. So on play, you can buff a friendly unit. And then anytime that you do any recycling by playing any amount of cards whatsoever, you give a buff back. Karma and Set just are like 2 peas in a pod. Like, how does Set ever die if we have Karma on the board? Is the answer never? We just don't? We just don't die. We never die. This also lets... She does specify recycle to main deck. When you... In an errata. Okay. I thought it was I recycle into my rune deck and I get to buff a thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, this card is significantly worse. Significantly worse. Way worse. I thought if I just recycled, I got the thing. I was like, God damn, crazy. She still like works with like vision. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, she's the channeler who works with vision. Yeah. Karthus Eternal. Cool looking guy. Love a good lich looking character. 3 recycle 1, 3. Your death deal effects trigger an additional time? Yo. I don't think in set 1 this guy's gonna be very good. I bet in like set 3, when we've got like just a ton of death kneels, I bet this guy pops off. I bet this guy pops off. I bet this guy pops off. King's Edict? I recognize it in writing. I've never had to pronounce this word. 6 recycle 2. Starting with the next player, each other player chooses a unit you don't control that has been chosen for this spell. Kill those units. Hey, we're about to shoot 4 guys. Bow, 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 bow. Machine Evangel. 5 recycle 1, 4 might, death kneel, play 3 recruit tokens to your base. Yeah, this one is pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. I dig it. Just like, and then with like the one victor that says when your guy dies, you make another one. So like, I pay 5 and recycle to have a 4 might guy that like I'm down to just like play all willy-nilly, and then it dies, and then you get 4 guys back. Yeah, this seems like one of the good ones. Seems like I don't want to kill this guy. The future is built by those who never see it. I'm gonna cry. Shen! Now, I've played with Shen, and I think this guy is silly. 3 and recycle 1, 3 base might. Reaction, play any time, even before spells and abilities resolve, including to a battlefield you control. Shen just pops out of nowhere as a defender so he's a 3 recycle 1 reaction, 5 might while defending tank. So he has to be assigned combat damage first. This is a crazy amount of text for a 3 recycle 1. Like a truthfully unfair amount of text for a 3 recycle 1. It is the reason that yellow is so good. This card is stupid. This card is so stupid. Card's so stupid. One of the good ones, for sure. For sure, for sure. Baited Hook. 3 energy gear. You can pay an energy, recycle 1, recycle a yellow, exhaust it, kill a friendly unit, period. Look at the top 5 cards of your main deck. You may play a unit from among them that has might up to 1 more than the killed unit, ignoring its cost. Then recycle the rest. This is so interesting. I think the crazy part about this is when you give things power, you normally give them power until the end of the turn. So, like, I don't remember who's red-yellow, but when I use, I think it was called Cleave, where I give a thing +3, I'm pretty sure you give it not for the showdown, but for the turn. So I've got a 1-drop, I give it +3, I then kill that thing, Darius, I then kill that thing, and then slam a 5 might guy onto the board for killing my 1-drop. It seems really cool. Replacing 1 for 1 seems neat. There's always a bigger fish, sometimes a much bigger fish. Yeah. Like, so there's some really, really cool ideas here. Divine Judgment. This card's crazy. 7 recycle 2. Each player chooses 2 units, 2 gear, 2 runes, and 2 cards in their hand, period. Recycle the rest. Hey, restart the game. Restart the game, but you get 2 runes and 2 cards in your hand. And 2 units. They better be good. They better be good ones. Recycle the rest is crazy. Not even kill them. Put them on the bottom of your deck. You cannot go get those anymore. I don't know how good this card is, but saying my rival has 2 runes and 2 cards in their hand when they're like trying to swing a comeback feels really, really tough. Lux card for sure. Oh, Lux card for sure. 5 recycle 2? Crazy. Crazy. 5 recycle 2, draw a card? Crazy. Do you draw the card before it resolves or after? Because either way, it's still good. You still get the choice to, like, find an extra and then make the choice from it. Yeah, it feels like one of the good ones. Seal of Unity. 0 with a recycle 1 cost. Tap as a reaction. Add a recycle cost ability. It is a recycle rod. And with that, thank you all for watching this video. This was recorded after we finished everything, and so I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you check out all of the resource symbol, all of the, I don't even know what they're called. Chat help. All of the Riftbound first look videos. There will be 6 of them in total. It was a good stream. I saw a lot. Domains, thank you. And I'm excited to explore more Riftbound with you here on the channel. So with that, thank you very much for watching. As always, I wish you well.